TWG determined that the likely consensus among members of this committee was to disapprove the application of ABS-CBN for another franchise. The TWG then proceeded, with the invaluable assistance of the committee secretariat, to complete a report.
ETV online channel, in the service of the Filipino online world.
Short manifestation on the process undertaken by the technical working group consisting of Congresswoman Stella Kimbo, Congressman X. Romualdo, and myself in coming up with its report and recommendation. This is just short because yesterday we witnessed a thorough, comprehensive summation of the arguments on both sides of the question of whether ABS-CBN deserves another grant of the high constitutional privilege of a legislative franchise to operate. It was the culmination of a series of long hearings at which these questions were raised, answered, and debated. So the task of this TWG was to determine initially the likely consensus among members of the whole Committee on Legislative Franchises and to prepare a report and recommendation for this committee's consideration. In a process that involved intense debates among members of the TWG on all issues, as well as the ultimate recommendation, the TWG determined that the likely consensus among members of this committee was to disapprove the application of ABS-CBN for another franchise. The TWG then proceeded, with the invaluable assistance of the committee secretariat, to complete a report on the reasons for the disapproval of the application. All members, I understand, have been furnished copies of this report and recommendation and have had sufficient time to study this report and recommendation. Today, this committee will test whether the TWG's determination of the consensus was correct when it votes on this TWG report and its accompanying resolution. If it is approved by the majority of the voting members of this committee, then it becomes a record of this committee's, as well as this House's, full and final action on the application. If it is disapproved by the majority, then it becomes the minority report to what presumably would be a committee report on the various bills for the grant of the application for the consideration of the whole House. I thank you for this opportunity, Mr. Chairman, and I thank all the members of this committee as well as the leadership of the House. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy.
Like and subscribe. Watch the previous video. Thank you for watching.